navigate to stcharlescitymo.gov. Click on the How Do I tab and navigate to the Apply button. Click on Permits, and this will take you straight to the online permit portal. When you get to the eSuite portal, it gives you several options on how to apply. There's one side of the screen for resident access and one side of the screen for contractor access. If you're a licensed contractor in the city of St. Charles, you should apply under the contractor access portal. First, you'll have to activate an account. To activate an account, you'll enter the business license name, certify that you're an authorized agent of the business as described above, and choose a desired username and password. After you've filled in all the starred fields, click Create Account. Your account will be available for use immediately. Now that you have your username and password, go ahead and enter them under the Contractor Access login page. Now that you've logged in, click on Request Permit, and you'll type in your address. In this case, we're going to use City Hall's address. As you start to type, a drop-down will appear that'll show a list of addresses. Once that appears, go ahead and click your address, and that'll fill in the rest of the address with the zip code. Click Continue. All of the starred fields are required. So the first step would be to go and click on a permit type, and today we're going to apply for a commercial driveway permit. You can see when you click on the permit type, several additional fields may appear depending on the exact permit type. In this case, the first starred field is the description of work being done, so fill that in. Under description of location, several addresses may front on multiple streets, so it can give some instructions on where our inspectors should arrive. In this case, even though the address is on 2nd Street, we're going to pretend like we're replacing a driveway on Monroe. If you have any additional instructions or comments, go ahead and add that in the comments additional info section. If you have a kind of a tentative schedule on when you think you may be tearing out the driveway or wanting to pour the new driveway in place, go ahead and add that. If you have any additional documents or plan sheets that you need to upload, go ahead and click the I have documents to include with this permit request. In this case, for a simple driveway replacement, no documents or plans are required. If you have the lot number, current property value, or estimated value, you may input that information. In this case, those fields are not starred, so they're not required. You are required to enter a valid email address and a phone number. Finally, you're required to enter an e-permit application ward number. So that'd be the ward that you reside in. In this case, City Hall is listed in Ward 1. Under emergency contact information, go ahead and enter the contact information for the person who should be contacted if there's any sort of emergency or utility strike during the driveway replacement. This can be the property owner or the contractor. If you have any additional comments, go ahead and add them in the permit comments section. Finally, click the verification button that you are the owner, authorized person at the listed property, and agree to the terms and conditions. Hit Continue. A permit receipt will appear that shows your permit number and tells you that your permit has been submitted. At this point, the permit will be reviewed by the Department of Engineering before permit can be made. To check the status of your permit, click View My Permits. At this point, since you've just submitted your permit, it'll show as pending review. After the Department of Engineering has reviewed your permit, the status will change and there will be a clickable link on this screen. After you've applied for your permit under a contractor access login, a list of all of your permits that you've applied for currently or in the past will be listed under your My Permits login page. Now that your permit's been reviewed, there's a Pay Now button that appears. To pay your permit fee, click the Pay Now button. A payment summary screen will appear that shows the $15 permit fee as well as a $2 processing fee. Click the I have read and agree to the terms and conditions. If you would like to pay by cash or check, stop by during business hours at City Hall and go to the second floor engineering office. To pay by credit card, click the Pay with Credit Card button. This will navigate to a third-party secure payment application, and you can input your name, address, and credit card information. After that information is complete, click Make Payment. After you've paid your permit fee, the Department of Engineering will do a final review and assign an inspector to your permit. The status will show as Permit Issued. To see the inspector's contact information, click the Permit Number link and look under Permit Comments. For more information, contact the Department of Engineering. Thank you for making St. Charles a great place to live.